Recording. Any records made at the time of disclosure can become court evidence. It is essential that such records are clear, legible, free from biased opinion, and a true reflection of what actually happened. Records should never be your interpretation of the facts, but purely the facts themselves as they are presented at the time. It is important to note that your records should be more than just notes of what was said. Let's look at some rules about making effective notes at the time of a disclosure. Recording during the disclosure. If it is possible, you should write down phrases and words whilst the child is talking. These will be useful to trigger your memory when you come to recall and record your full notes following the disclosure. This should only be done if the child agrees and is comfortable with you writing things down. Recording immediately following the disclosure. Immediately after the disclosure, it is very important to record exactly what the child said in as much detail as you can remember. It is very important to use the child's own words and vocabulary, even if the words do not make a great deal of sense. What is very important is that there is an accurate record of what the child actually said and not your interpretation of what was said. Recording your own responses. Your verbal and non-verbal response should be accurately recorded. It is very important that it is clear that you use a non-leading approach. Recording the environmental context of the disclosure. The environmental context in which the child decided to disclose the abuse can be valuable information later on for the investigating team. Recording the emotional context of the disclosure. The emotional context will provide valuable clues to the investigating team. The child may have made serious statements in a joking fashion or may have been upset and distressed. Children may speak about very serious matters in a matter-of-fact way, which can be a surprise for adults. Recording repetition. If a child repeats statements or certain words, these should be recorded. Consistency in a child's repeated statements gives the evidence strength.